These are the 7 movement patterns that kept our ancestors incredibly strong and able as they got older. Scientists at Cambridge University just found out something amazing about human strength. And it changes everything we thought we knew about getting older. When they looked at bones from people who lived 7,000 years ago, hunter-gatherers, they found something shocking. These ancient humans had the same bone thickness and strength as modern orangutans. Think about that for a moment. Our ancestors were just as physically powerful as one of the strongest animals on Earth. But here's the sad part. Ever since people started farming and sitting more, the average person today has much lighter and weaker bones than our prehistoric ancestors. The researchers found that this has nothing to do with genes or how we've evolved. It's about movement. Our ancestors made their bones strong by constantly putting them through physical challenges, things we've completely stopped doing in today's world. But here's what gives me hope. The study proved that nothing is stopping someone alive today from rebuilding that same ancestral strength. Your skeleton is not different. It has just been missing the movement patterns that built incredible power for thousands of years. And our ancestors proved that building that kind of strength doesn't have to be complicated. They showed it was possible with nothing more than gravity, their own body weight, and simple natural movements. Movements that were important for surviving harsh winters and dangerous hunts. Today, you'll learn the 7 movement patterns that gave our ancestors their orangutan-level strength, and how to safely rebuild that power, even if you're over 50. You'll find out why these patterns work so well, how to do them correctly, and most importantly, how to adjust them for your current fitness level. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete strength-building system that needs no equipment and can be done anywhere. Humans have mostly walked on 2 feet as adults, but crawling and moving on all 4s has always been an important part of how we develop. In the past, our ancestors like Aureopithecus moved on all 4s before they could walk fully upright. Even for people today, crawling is normal in childhood and is sometimes used to move safely through rough ground, like when going through thick bushes, exploring caves, or staying low to stay hidden or safe. The first movement I'm going to show you is the bear crawl. It is one of the best full-body exercises you can do. It works your shoulders, core, arms, and legs all at the same time, while also improving your coordination and body awareness. For people over 50, it's especially helpful because it trains your body to move as one connected unit instead of separate parts. Research shows that crawling patterns wake up the deep muscles that support your body, muscles that regular gym exercises often ignore. This builds a strong base that protects your spine and improves your posture. That's very important for anyone who spends hours sitting at a desk. Here's how to do it correctly. Place your hands and feet flat on the ground. Your hands should be shoulder-width apart and your feet hip-width apart. Keep your knees slightly bent, hovering just above the ground, about 1 inch off the floor, with your back flat and straight. The biggest mistake is lifting your hips too high, which turns this into a stretching move instead of a strength exercise. Another mistake is moving too fast, which takes away the balance challenge. Keep your knees low and move slowly and with purpose. If your wrists hurt, use push-up handles or do the movement on your forearms. Start with 10 to 15 seconds and slowly build up to 30 to 60 seconds. If it feels too hard, keep your knees on the ground and focus on moving your opposite hand and foot together. Before our ancestors could climb trees to escape predators or find food, they needed incredible pulling strength. Ancestors like Homo habilis and Homo erectus climbed trees regularly, building strong pulling muscles that were important for survival. The pulling motion was key for lifting themselves up cliffs, pulling heavy objects, and keeping a strong grip. For using tools. This brings us to our second movement, Australian pull dash-ups. These are the perfect fix for the problem of forward head and rounded shoulders that so many people have today. They strengthen all the muscles along your back that work against gravity all day long. For older adults, this exercise is very important for keeping good posture and preventing the hunched-over look that comes with age. Unlike regular pull-ups, which many people can't do, Australian pull-ups can be adjusted for anyone. They work the same muscle groups while letting you control how hard the exercise is by changing the angle of your body. Here is how to do it properly. First, find a low bar that is about chest height. If you don't have a low bar, you can try the bottom of a bunk bed, a strong table, or 2 sturdy chairs. Then lie down underneath the bar and grab it with your hands a little wider than shoulder width apart, with your palms facing away from you. Next, keep your body straight like a plank and place your heels on the ground. Now pull your chest up toward the bar by bending your arms and squeezing your shoulder blades together. When your chest gets close to the bar, hold for a moment. Then, slowly lower yourself back down until your arms are straight again. Don't let your hips sag or bend upward. Keep that straight line the whole time. Don't rush the lowering part. Coming down slowly builds a lot of strength. The more upright your body is, the easier the exercise will be. Start almost vertical and slowly work toward being more flat as you get stronger. If you have shoulder problems, use a wider grip and don't pull quite as high. Aim for 8 to 12 slow, controlled reps. Squatting was the natural resting position for humans for thousands of years. Hunter-gatherer groups like the Sand People have used the deep squat as a natural resting and working position for generations. This position kept their hips flexible, their legs strong, and their core stable throughout their lives. The third movement we'll talk about is the goblet squat. This is arguably the safest and most effective way to build lower body strength after 50. Holding the weight in front of you naturally encourages good posture and prevents the forward lean that causes back problems in regular squats. It builds strength in your thighs, glutes, hamstrings, and core, while also making your ankles and hips more flexible. Studies show that movements like squats play a big role in keeping your legs strong as you age. As we get older and lose muscle, squats help fight back against age-related muscle loss by helping muscles grow and by improving how your nerves and muscles work together, directly making your muscles bigger and stronger. Here's the proper way to do this. Hold a dumbbell, kettlebell, or even a gallon of water against your chest with both hands. You can also start with just your body weight or a light object. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. Keep your chest up and your core tight. Lower yourself by pushing your hips back and bending your knees until your hips are at or below knee level. Push through your heels to stand back up. Don't let your knees cave inward. Keep them lined up over your toes. Don't lift your heels off the ground, as that means your ankles are tight. Don't round your back or let the weight pull you forward. If you can't go deep yet, work on flexibility first. If your ankles are stiff, place a small weight plate under your heels. Use a chair behind you as a guide for how deep to go at first. Focus on sitting back into the squat rather than just bending your knees. Our ancestors regularly carried heavy, awkward objects: stones for building, logs for shelter, water containers, and animals from hunts. Early farming communities about 10,000 years ago and traditional tribes all over the world regularly carried heavy, uneven loads, building the full body strength needed to survive without modern equipment. The fourth movement is called the stone carry. It builds real-world functional strength that helps you in everyday life. It builds a crushing grip, makes your core rock solid, and teaches your body to stay balanced under shifting loads. This type of training is better than machine exercises because it forces many muscle groups to work together at the same time. Research shows that resistance training can slow the loss of muscle size, power, strength, and function that comes with aging in both healthy older adults and those with long-term health conditions. That means with healthier seniors, resistance training not only makes muscles stronger and more powerful, but also improves mobility, everyday physical abilities, and heart health. Here's the right way to do this. Find a heavy, awkward object. A sandbag, large rock, water jug, or even a heavy backpack. Hug it tightly against your chest or carry it at your side. Keep your shoulders back, chest up, and core tight. Walk with purpose for 30 to 60 seconds, keeping perfect posture the whole time. Don't let the object pull you forward into a hunched position. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing steadily. Don't grip so hard that your forearms cramp. Find a hold you can keep up. And never give up on your posture just to walk farther. If you're just starting, use a lighter object like a gallon of water or a bag of books. Begin with 20 to 30-second carries and slowly increase the time. If you have back problems, use a weight vest or backpack to spread the load out. Focus on keeping perfect posture rather than carrying as much weight as possible. The burpee as a formal exercise is a modern invention, but the general movement pattern, quickly getting down to the ground and then rising fast, reflects important survival skills. Early Homo sapiens, around 50,000 years ago, often needed to get up from the ground quickly to escape predators or hunt. While they didn't do organized burpees, the ability to move fast from the ground to standing was a very important part of daily life in the wild. This fifth movement is the ultimate full body exercise, working every major muscle group while also giving your heart and lungs an intense workout. It builds functional strength, explosive power, and mental toughness. For older adults, modified burpees improve bone density, sharpen coordination, and maintain the ability to get up from the ground quickly, a skill that's very important for preventing serious injury from falls. The calorie-burning effect of burpees keeps going for hours after your workout, making them incredibly efficient for changing your body shape. Here is the proper way to do burpees. Start standing. Squat. Down and place your hands on the floor. Step or jump your feet back into a plank position. Do a push-up if you can. Step or jump your feet back to the squat position. Stand up and reach your arms overhead, adding a small jump if it feels comfortable. Don't let your hips sag during the plank part. Don't drop down hard into the push-up. Control the way down. Don't go for speed at the cost of good form. Keep your core tight through the whole movement. To make it easier, step back instead of jumping back, skip the push-up, or do it on your knees, step up instead of jumping up, or use a bench or step to make the range of motion smaller. Start with 3 to 5 reps and build up slowly. About 3 to 4 million years ago, hanging from branches was something our tree-living ancestors like Ardipithecus and Oreopithecus had to do every single day. Hanging and swinging helped them move and rest in trees. What's amazing is that this ancient skill still exists today. The Hadza people of Tanzania regularly climb tall baobab trees to collect honey and fruit, keeping exceptional grip strength and healthy shoulders. Dead hangs, the sixth movement on our list, are one of the best things you can do for your spine and shoulders. They take pressure off your spine, improve shoulder movement, and build grip strength, which is directly linked to how long you live. Studies show that grip strength is one of the best signs of your overall health and lifespan. 4. People who spend hours hunched over computers. Dead hangs counteract forward head posture and rounded shoulders while strengthening the often neglected back muscles. Here's how to do this. Grab a pull-up bar with an overhand grip, hands about shoulder width apart. Hang with your arms fully extended, feet off the ground. Keep your shoulders slightly active, not totally relaxed, and breathe normally. Hold for as long as you can with good form. Don't shrug your shoulders up toward your ears. Keep them slightly pulled down. Don't swing or use momentum. Don't hold your breath. Don't grip so tightly that you create unnecessary tension. To make it easier, start by lightly touching your toes to the ground for support, or use a resistance band looped around your feet. Begin with 10 to 15-second holds and slowly increase. If you have shoulder problems, use a wider grip and don't hang as long at first. Walking with weight on your back was how our ancestors moved across continents, carried supplies during hunts, and moved their belongings. Nomadic groups like the Paleo-Indians in the Americas 15,000 years ago, and ancient armies like the Roman soldiers 2,000 years ago famously marched long distances carrying heavy packs. This built the strength and stamina needed for survival and victory. And the seventh movement I'm going to show you today is rucking, the perfect low-impact exercise for building heart fitness, leg strength, and mental toughness. It burns significantly more calories than regular walking while being much easier on your joints than running. Research shows it improves posture and strengthens your back muscles. The weight-bearing nature of rucking improves bone density and builds real-world strength that carries over into everyday activities, creating the kind of endurance that keeps you active and independent as you get older. Here's how to do it properly. Use a sturdy backpack loaded with 10 to 20% of your body weight. Spread the weight evenly and position the pack high on your back. Keep your posture upright, shoulders back, and core tight. Start with 15 to 20 minutes at a comfortable pace on flat ground. Don't start with too much weight. That leads to poor posture and possible injury. Don't let the pack bounce or swing around too much. Don't lean forward to deal with the weight. Keep your normal walking stride instead of taking extra long steps. If you're new to this, it's perfectly fine to start with just 5 to 10% of your body weight. Begin with 10 to 15-minute walks on flat ground. Use a weight vest instead of a backpack if you have balance concerns. Slowly increase how long you walk before adding more weight. Now that you've learned these 7 ancient movements, here's exactly how to put them into practice with a step-by-step 12-week plan. We're going to work through 3 phases over the next 3 months, starting slow, building strength, and then reaching your peak. You'll be training just 3 days a week, say Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so you'll have plenty of time to recover in between. Month 1 is all about form. Don't rush. Focus on getting each movement right so your body learns the pattern before we add more challenge. Here's how the workout looks. Bear crawl. Go for 10 to 15 seconds. Keep your knees low. Move slow and steady. Then rest for a minute. Australian pull-ups to 5 to 8 reps. Keep your body almost upright and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Rest for a minute. Goblet squats -8 to 10 reps with just body weight or something light. Sit back into your hips. Keep your chest tall. Rest for a minute. Stone carry. Grab something light like a water jug. Walk for 20 to 30 seconds, keeping your posture tall. Rest for a minute. Burpees -3 to 5 reps. Step back, step forward. Nice and controlled. Rest for a minute and a half. Dead hang. Hang for 10 to 15 seconds with toes lightly touching the ground. Breathe naturally. Rest for a minute. Rucking, 10 to 15 minutes of walking with 5 to 10% of your body weight on flat ground only. These sessions take about 15 to 20 minutes. The goal here is consistency over intensity. In month 2, your body has adapted, so it's time to push things up a notch. Your workouts will last about 20 to 25 minutes. Bear crawl -20 to 30 seconds. Knees a little higher, pace a little faster. Rest for 45 seconds. Australian pull-ups to 8 to 12 reps. Body more horizontal. Full range of motion. Rest for 45 seconds. Goblet squats -10 to 15 reps with light weight. Go deeper if you can. Rest for 45 seconds. Stone carry -30 to 45 seconds with a moderate weight. Walk like you mean it. Rest for 45 seconds. Standard. Burpees -5 to 8 reps. Add a jump back if you're ready. Keep your form sharp. Rest for 75 seconds. Dead hang, 15 to 25 seconds. Minimal toe support. Keep shoulders active. Rest for 45 seconds. Rucking, 15 to 20 minutes. Now carrying 10 to 15% of your body weight. Add gentle hills. By the end of this phase, you'll feel stronger, more coordinated, and more in control. In month 3, now that you've built your base, we're going to see what your body can really do. Workouts will be about 25 to 30 minutes. Bear crawl minus 30 to 45 seconds. Full height, faster pace. Rest for 30 seconds. Australian pull-ups to 12 to 15 reps, almost horizontal. Explode up, control the way down. Rest for 30 seconds. Goblet squats minus 15 to 20 reps with moderate to heavy weight. Full depth, drive up with power. Rest for 30 seconds. Stone carry, 45 to 60 seconds with a challenging weight. Test your grip and core. Rest for 30 seconds. Full burpees to 8 to 12 reps with a jump at the top. Explosive and clean. Rest for a minute. Dead hang, 25 to 40 seconds. Full hang, no toes touching. Rest for 30 seconds. Rucking, 20 to 25 minutes. With 15 to 20% of your body weight over hills and different kinds of ground. By the end of this month, you won't just feel stronger. You'll have the kind of real-world strength and stamina that our ancestors lived by. These 7 ancient movements represent thousands of years of how humans have moved. They're not just exercises. They are the basic patterns that kept our ancestors strong, capable, and tough throughout their entire lives. The beauty of these movements is how simple and adjustable they are. You don't need a gym membership, expensive equipment, or complicated programs. You just need consistency and the willingness to move the way your body was built to move. Which of these 7 movements challenges you the most? Share in the comments below what you discovered about your current strength and mobility. I read every comment and love hearing about your progress with these ancient patterns. If you found these time-tested strength builders helpful for staying strong and capable after 50, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video. Just click the subscribe button below.